Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to take a closer look at the anti-cheat system in Fortnite. In this segment I'll break down how Fortnite anti-cheat works, what types of bans exist and how cheaters get caught. At the end of the video we will also talk about how you can remove those bans from your account, because yes, you can get unbanned in Fortnite pretty easily, but about that I will talk later. Okay, so first of all, what is anti-cheat in Fortnite? First, let's talk about what anti-cheat means in general. So basically, anti-cheat software is designed to detect players who are using unauthorized software or modifying games files in a way that gives them an unfair advantage. Things like aimbots, wall hacks, speed hacks and other cheats. In Fortnite, Epic Games uses a combination of their own tools and third-party software to detect and prevent cheating. One of the main tools they use is called Easy Anti-Cheat. Easy Anti-Cheat is a popular system used in many competitive games. It works both in real time while the game is running and after matches, by scanning game files, memory usage and suspicious patterns in your behavior. Okay, so how does Easy Anti-Cheat work? Easy Anti-Cheat runs in the background while you play Fortnite. It monitors for any injected code, third-party software or modifications that interfere with the game's normal operations. Okay, so here are a few key things it looks for: aimbots, wall hacks, speed hacks, and of course macro abuse or rapid fire script, because there's a lot of scripts to Fortnite too. If the anti-cheat detects any of these, it may kick the player from the match or trigger a ban. Okay, but let's talk about types of bans in Fortnite, because there are a few. Okay, so the first type is temporary ban. A temporary ban might last from a few hours to a few days or even weeks, depending on the offense. These are often given to players who exploit bugs or use macros, but not in extreme or repeated way. So yeah, basically if you find a glitch to how to get under the map, you could be temporary banned for using that, so yeah. Okay, the second type is permanent bans. Permanent bans are more serious. If you're using cheat software like aimbot or wallhack, you're very likely to receive a permanent ban. This means you lose access to your account and everything on it, including skins, V-Bucks and your progress. Okay, now let's talk about the most common ban after cheating. It is the hardware ID ban. In some cases, Epic Games may issue what's called a hardware ID ban. This means that even if you create a new account, your computer is blocked from accessing Fortnite. So yeah, and a funny thing about that, you can easily unban yourself, which I will show you at the end of this video. And lastly, we have IP bans. Sometimes Epic might block your IP. This is less common and it's usually used in combination with other ban types to prevent people from quickly coming back into the game using new accounts. Okay, now let's talk about behavior-based detection. In addition to scanning software, Epic also uses behavior-based analysis. This means they track how players behave in-game and look for unusual patterns. For example, a player landing every headshot in a match might trigger a review or something like that, you know? Maybe players with extremely fast reaction times, inhuman precision, maybe some movement patterns, mouse input, and even how a player builds or edits can be tracked, so you get the point. Epic Games uses machine learning and manual reviews to help determine whether someone is just really scared or actually cheating. Okay, now let's talk about replay analysis and reports. Another tool that helps identify cheaters is the replay system and player reports. If you suspect someone is cheating, you can report them after the match. Epic's team reviews these reports, often with the help of replay footage. They cross-check reports with anti-cheat data and behavioral flags. If multiple reports come in about the same player, the chances of a ban go up, so yeah. Now let's talk about ban waves. Sometimes Epic doesn't ban cheaters immediately, instead they wait and issue ban waves. Large-scale bans that happen all at once. This makes it harder for cheat developers to figure out who got detected. By delaying bans, Epic can catch more cheaters at once, especially those using the same or similar tools. It's a strategic move that makes anti-cheat software more effective. Okay, now let's talk about legal action against cheat creators. Maybe you're curious about that. Epic Games has even taken legal steps to fight cheating. In several cases, they sued cheat developers, especially those selling aimbots or promoting cheats online. This is rare in the gaming industry, but shows how serious Epic is about protecting their game. These lawsuits act as a warning to other cheat creators and discourage people from trying to profit off cheating. Okay, and that's a quick overview of how the Fortnite anti-cheat system works, the types of bans players can get, and how Epic Games keeps their game fair. But now let's move into the more interesting part of this video, where I will show you how to unban yourself from the hardware ID bans. As I said earlier, they're used in more extreme cases, but they are pretty easy to get rid of. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay, so first of all, you will need to buy a spoofer. You can easily do that on visuals.gg, link will be in the description. So yeah, so let's go to products. And here, as you can see, we've got temp spoofer and perm spoofer. So actually, what is the difference between those two, you might ask? So basically, the temp spoofer is more like, not more like 1 use, but whenever you want to spoof your HWID, you will need to launch the temp spoofer and do that, but the perm spoofer will do that automatically. So yeah, every time you restart your PC, you will need to spoof again, and perm spoofer will be just perm. So yeah, so you need to select which versions of the spoofer you want. I will select temp spoofer. Here you need to select the duration of your software. You can either select 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, or even lifetime if you want. And if you decide, you need to click buy now. Then you will need to pay, fill in some informations, blah blah blah, you get the point. And after that you will get your key. Alright, so if you bought your key, you will need to download the loader. You can do that easily, and as you can see, I've got it right here. So yeah, here you need to log in or create a account. As you can see, I already got a account, but if you don't, just click don't have an account right here. Then you will just need to create it. So yeah, right. And if you log in, you should see something like this. As you can see, I've got the temp spoofer right here. Let's click launch. Alright, and as you can see here, we've got a lot of different games to choose from, but today's video is about Fortnite, so let's just select that. And if you're ready, you can just click spoof/clean. If you click this, the program will change your HWID and clean up some tracer files. So you basically will be unbanned, but you will need to create a new account, of course. So yeah, let's just click spoof/clean right here. Alright, and as you can see, and the spoofing is completed, everything went well. So now just create a new account on Epic Games, then you can play Fortnite again. So yeah, that's how you remove your HWID ban. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.